Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Good day. You're welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning class. My name is Bolaji. I'm here to speak on the subject mathematics. And our topic today is trigonometrical ratio and Pythagoras theorem. Trigonometrical ratio and Pythagoras theorem. Earlier before, we've discussed what is the meaning of trigonometry. Trigonometry means the measurement of triangle. We all know we have different types of triangle. We have one, acute triangle, isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, obtuse triangle. All these are triangles that we have. But today, we want to see how we can use trigonometrical ratio of special angles like 30 degree, 45 degree, and 60 degree, even 90 degree. And also, we're going to see the application of trigonometrical ratio of special angles to solve few problems. Let's discuss about how we can use angles, equilateral triangle, to find the angles of 30 degree, 45 degree, and 60 degree. To determine that, let's consider an equilateral triangle that have the same side, 2, 2, 2. Now look at side AC is 2, side BC is 2, side AB is 2. Now perpendicularly, there is a cut in the equilateral triangle that form two congruent triangles. That form two congruent triangle. Now we have one congruent angle and the other one congruent triangle. Therefore, how do we find our perpendicular side, which is CM? Let CM be x. Therefore, our x is here. Remember, we use Pythagoras theorem to solve the sides of a triangle. This side is not known, but this side is known, this side is known, and this side is known. Consider triangle BCM. Consider triangle BCM. Therefore, CM is equal to BC minus BM. What do I mean? Using Pythagoras theorem, if we use Pythagoras theorem, we all know that this place is our hypotenuse. Consider this angle. This is our hypotenuse side. This is our opposite side, and this is our adjacent side with respect to this angle. And angle C is 60 degree. Angle B is 60 degree. Angle A is 60 degree. The total sum of angle in an equilateral triangle is 180 degree. Therefore, if there is a perpendicular that slash this triangle into two, this place will be 30 degree. This place will be 30 degree. Therefore, how do we find this perpendicular line, which is CM? Consider triangle BCM. Now, we are going to use Pythagoras theorem, as I've said, so that we can find CM. CM, which is denoted as x squared, is equal to our BC is designated with A because A is facing this side. Our AC is designated with B because B angle is facing this side. Our C is designated with small letter c because it's the side, but this is the angle. Therefore, S squared is equal to A squared minus BM, which is the BM which will now give us what? 1 square. That is BM squared. BM squared. Therefore, S squared is equal to, what is our A squared? 2 squared minus bm square. What is our bm square? 1 square. We now have s square equal to 2 square, which is 4, minus 1. S square is equal to 3. Our x is equal to root 3. Therefore, if our x is equal to root 3, then we can now be able to find the angles of C. We can now be able to find the angle of B. We can now be able to find the angle of A. Root 3 has been known. According to SOHCAHTOA, we all remember the meaning of SO means opposite over hypotenuse. The meaning of CA means adjacent over hypotenuse. The meaning of TOA means opposite over adjacent. This is the acronyms we use in trigonometry to find angles, but to find side, we use Pythagoras theorem. According to SOHCAHTOA, we knew that we use side for SOHCAHTOA, but when we consider Pythagoras theorem, we use side, but when we consider SOHCAHTOA, we use angle. Now this side is 30 degrees, this side is 60 degrees, this side is 60 degrees. Because of the perpendicular order of CM, it has divided the angle at C here, in which angle of C is 60 degrees, into two. This part is 30 degrees, and this part is 30 degrees. Now, how do we find angle 30 degrees on this equilateral triangle with side, with equal side, and with equal angle? Angle 30 degrees. Now, look at here. The angle that is facing this side is called the opposite. Consider angle BCM. Consider angle BCM. Sine 30 degrees is equal to what? 1 over 2. Press your calculator. What is sine 30 degrees? Is going to give you half, which is correct as half. That is 1 over 2. Also, let's look at cos 30 degrees. Cos 30 degrees means adjacent over hypotenuse. Now, this is our opposite side. This is our adjacent. This is our hypotenuse, which is equal to root 3 over what? 2. Root 3 over 2 will give you what? 0.8660, which is the same thing in your calculator as 0.8660. Therefore, we are correct with this our triangle that we use to compute angles without using calculator. You can enter to the exam hall without using calculator. Just draw your triangle and start inputting the value using Pythagoras theorem, using trigonometry ratio, SOHCAHTOA method, and you get your answer accurately. Now let's proceed. We have tan 30 degree. What is tan 30 degree? We all know the meaning of tan, which is what? TOA. TOA. Meaning of TOA is opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent, which is 1 over what? Our adjacent, root 3, which is 1 over root 3. Press your calculator. You will discover that it is absolutely correct. Tan 30 degree is 1 over root 3. Cos 30 degree is root 3 over 2. Sin 30 degree is 1 over 2, which is absolutely correct in your graph. So for us to use trigonometric ratio to find angle of 30 degree is absolutely correct. For a special angle of 30 degree, we can also proceed to find a special angle of 45 degree, because it's very easy. No need of us using calculator. Just draw this diagram and get the answer accurately by applying trigonometrical ratio method and applying Pythagoras theorem. With this, I want to give you an evaluation to test how far you understood this topic effectively. Let's solve few evaluation. Thank you. Wow, I am confident that you understood this topic easily, and also you can now use triangle to evaluate different angles without using calculator. I'd like us to still consider a special angle before we move to 60 degree. Let's consider 45 degree. We want to consider 45 degree. How do we use triangle to evaluate all these value without using calculator? Let's go there. Now, angle 45 degree. Angle 45 degree. Now, when we want to find angle 45 degree using trigonometrical ratio, there is a special triangle we have to use. And this special triangle is called isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Many of us know different kinds of triangle that I have explained earlier, but the word isosceles means that two sides are equal. Two sides are equal. How? I will show you. Let us draw this side. This is a triangle, right angle triangle. This is 90 degrees. Two sides are equal. One are equal. How do we find this side? As I've told you earlier on, we use Pythagoras theorem to find this side. Side of a triangle. Side of a triangle. Let's name this place A, B, C. How do we find our AB? Our AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square using Pythagoras theorem. Now, what is our AB square? Our AB square is equal to what is our AC? 1 square plus 1 square. AB square is equal to 1 plus 1. AB square is equal to 2. Now, AB, how do we find our AB? Root 2. Therefore, this place is called root 2. Now, the sum of angle in a right angle triangle is equal to 45 degrees. Therefore, this place is equal to 45 degrees. If this place is 45 degrees, this place will be 45 degrees. 45 plus 45 will give us what? 90 degrees. Wow. This is an isosceles triangle. It's an isosceles triangle where two sides are equal. Now, how do we now proceed to find our angles without using calculator? It's very easy. Let's look at this place. Now we have the angle facing, consider angle B. Consider angle ABC. Angle ABC, consider triangle ABC. Now, this angle is facing this side, is called the opposite side. This side, which is the longest side of a triangle, we all know is hypotenuse, while this place is adjacent. Wow, this thing is very easy for us to know and understand without using calculator. Now, how do we find our angle now? Let's talk about a special angle that we will be hitting on, which is 45 degrees. Now, sine 45 degrees will give us what? We all know that the meaning of sine, so, which is opposite of our hypotenuse, which is equal to 1 over root 2. 1 over root 2 is sine 45 degrees. Cos 45 degrees, press your calculator, is absolutely correct. What is cos 45 degrees? Which is what? Cos means ka. So katwa. Ka, that is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is the same thing as 1 over root 2. Good. Then tan 45 degrees. Check tan 45 degrees in your calculator. Opposite over adjacent, which is 1 over 1, which is equal to 1. Tan 45 degrees in your calculator will give you 1, and which is absolutely correct, or which I've proven here. No need of you using a calculator. Just draw your diagram and then start this stuff. Quickly, you will get your answer by making sure that the angles are aligned, having 45 degrees here. Here, equilateral triangle subjected to 60 degrees with equal side. Here, we use an isosceles triangle for 45 degrees. Here, considering both 60 degrees and 30 degrees, we use an equilateral triangle. But in 45 degrees, we use an isosceles triangle. I would like us to solve here evaluation once more over this 45 degrees so as to know how far we understood this topic. Thank you. Wow, I'm so much delighted because you understood it perfectly well and you have gotten the answer correctly. If you still have any shady mindset, I'd like you to rewind so as to know how you understood it very well. Now let us move forward to another special angle called 60 degrees. We have to get all these angles effectively without using calculator. This will make us to know how we can be competent in calculation without using calculator. Now consider this equilateral triangle once more. Now we want to get a special angle called 60 degrees. Angle 60 degrees. Now this angle is 60 degrees here. A angle is 60 degrees. B here is 60 degrees. C here is 60 degrees. 60 plus 60, 120, plus 60, 180. Here, consider this triangle. Consider this triangle. Consider triangle A, C, A, M. This is the angle we are talking about. This is angle. So you put this, this is telling us that we are working on angle A, which is 60 degrees here. Now, what is sine 60 degrees? Sine 60 degrees means opposite over hypotenuse, which is equal to root 3 over 2. Check your calculator. Root 3 over 2 is correct. Root 3 over 2. Now, we have cos 60 degrees. What is cos 60 degrees? Consider that triangle that I said. Cos 60 degrees means what? Car. Car means adjacent over hypotenuse, which is equal to 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is half. Check your calculator. Cos 60 degrees is half. Sin 30 degrees is half. So sin 30 degrees and cos 60 degrees are the same. Are the same. Therefore, it's half. Then we now have tan 60 degrees. What is tan 60 degrees? We said tan is what? To ha. That is opposite over adjacent, which is equal to root 3 over 1, which is equal to root 3. Check your calculator. What is root 3? Root 3 in your calculator is 1.732, which is absolutely correct. Which is absolutely correct. That is root 3 over root 3. Root 3, 1.732 is absolutely correct. I am happy because you've understood how to calculate special angles without using calculator, using the knowledge of trigonometric ratio method and Pythagoras theorem. I would like you to solve this few evaluation so as to know how far you understood this topic. Thank you. Wow, you're welcome back because I know you've understood this method to get special angles. 30, 45, 60 degrees. Let us proceed to the subtopic application of trigonometrical ratio of special angles to simple problem. There are problems attached to this special angle that we have already solved earlier on. And I'd like us to pay attentively to this simple problem we are going to unravel right now. Now, let us consider this example. A ladder is 12 meters long. The instruction that came with the ladder says that it is not safe to be used at an angle less than 85 degrees with the ground. Now, the question is that the angle is 85 degrees. How high can the ladder reach on the side of the house? I'm going to interpret the question for you, and you will see. Now, this is the house. This is the house I'm about to draw for you. Now, a ladder, this is the ladder. It leans on this wall. We have at this angle of 85 degrees. This is the house. And a ladder is leaning. But an instruction that came was just that this ladder is not safe to be used. The ladder is not safe to be used. Now, the ladder is 12 meters long. What is the distance of the ladder? It's 12 meters long. This is 12 meters long. But the instruction that came is that it's not safe to be used. And the question that follows is that what is the height that it reach? How high will it meet with the top of the building to the ground? So what is really telling us? The question is asking us is the height. The height, it was be able to lean to the top of the building. This is the roof at which it reached on the top of the building. And here we are calculating our height. How high? That is, how high is it above the top of the building? Which is what? The height. So the height is the question marks. Is what we are going to look for. So this is the top of the building. This is what? The ground. And this is also the footpath. This is the footpath that you can use to enter the house. And this is the top of the building that shows how the ladder leans on the building. Therefore, it is the height we have to calculate. Remember, so, which means opposite over hypotenuse. Now, let us use our idea from Pythagoras theorem of these special angles to solve these questions. Therefore, sine 85 degree is equal to opposite, that is height, h, over hypotenuse, which is 12. Now, what is the next thing we have to do? We have to make it to be in uniform. You make it to be over 1, then we cross multiply in order for us to find our height, right? Cross multiply to find height h. Therefore, h times 1 equal to 12 times sine 85 degree. I'd like you to use your calculator, find sine 85 degree, and your answer will be, check it very well. What is sine 85 degree? Sine 85 degree is 0.9962. 0.9962. H is equal to 12 times 0.9962. 0.9962. So 12 times 0.9962 will give us the height, which is equal to 11.9544. 11.9544. Height h is 11.9954. Therefore, meter. Height h is equal to 11.9954 meter. H is equal to 12 meter, approximately 12 meter. So the interpretation of the question is that the ladder will reach the almost top of the building at 12 meter. At 12 meter. At 12 meter. That's how the ladder reached. Thank you. I know that you've understood the word trigonometric ratios and Pythagoras theorem, and this will give us a guide to solve more questions ahead. I will stop at this point and say, if you still have a shady mind over this topic, I'd like you to rewind back so as to know how far you have gone. Thank you. God bless you.